It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle so they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo.
Hello there.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Maiyegun live.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí.
Maiyegun diary.
Thank you very much for joining me. Remember, share the broadcast, okay? It is also Sunday, which is also our Sunday sermon. Share the broadcasts.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wà á gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Odima.
Diary Politico.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Godfatherism.
Sonuda Uku.
Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ ṣe o kẹ́gọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Maiyegun diary.
Read the caption of this broadcast, the description of the broadcast. Take your time, all right? Then share the broadcast. Invite your friends. Invite your not so friendly friends. Tell them.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Thank you very much.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Do not Japa.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Japa is for hustlers.
Maiyegun mami.
Stay in Nigeria.
Maiyegun ti dé.
You could become a senator.
Yeah.
Maiyegun mami.
Just one morning, You could become a governor. And wrote if me, Amaechi. And there are some good news, by the way. Suddenly, Abuja kidnappers are on the run, according to Wiki and the police. Motide. So good morning to you once again, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. So I took a break yesterday because I needed it, okay? So, and this is me back. However, before we get deeper into the Sunday sermon of today, I kind of feel like, as usual, right? This time last week, a lot of people were preparing for the week ahead in Nigeria. In fact, a guy who returned from the UK was with his family too. Then something happened. A blast that shook everyone, not just Ibadan, and the foundation of the properties that were shattered or damaged. The shock of what could this be and the questions that arose after that, and the concern too, you know, some said it was just a distraction. It's just a distraction because, you know, they are like, blah, blah, you know, all of that. At the end of the day, everyone seems to have moved on. So I tried my first voiceover today. I want to share that with you. So consider, please don't laugh, okay? And the voice is mine, but it is also doctored. I was playing about with it, but it was good. Just kind of, you know, putting it out there that what they said dynamite did in Ibadan, the aftermath, a week after that, the victims, the survivors, and then the Afeniferes who wanted to know what really happened. Yeah, I believe putting it out there before everybody, because it seems like everyone has moved on already. Well, I don't know, like, and the government of Nigeria knows that too. So again, like I said, please don't laugh.
It has been a week now since this tragedy struck in the city of Ibadan. The government said this was dynamite explosion due to illegal dynamite storage by some illegal miners. The effect of the blasts is reported to have affected over 250 houses that will likely go down. The victims of this tragedy are still asking for answers. No arrest has been made, and as you know, it seems everyone has already moved on. For the victims, they do deserve an answer.
What do you think? I'll do better, but that was my voice. That was kind of like, you know, masked as a deeper voice, kind of. I don't know how that sounded on your device, but I just thought I should put it out there that as a lot of us are going into the new week as well, nobody knows what the week has in stock for us. We should just all be very careful, okay? Because I did another second voiceover too. It was about a kidnap case that took place in daylight, broad daylight in Abuja. This was after the arrest of Chinasa, Phillips. There are other stories developing on that of Chinasa, Phillips, but we'll come back to that. So this is my second voiceover when I was playing about with some of this today. And this also happened in Abuja. Daylight kidnapping.
Watch this video. So this is a reported case of kidnapping that happened in broad daylight in Abuja yesterday, near River Park Estate. A man and his wife were kidnapped by kidnappers, and the nearby security men responded quickly and they chased after them. So this is believed to be their abandoned car, the one they were kidnapped from. Broad daylight in Abuja, Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. However, the reports eventually came back that this chase was successful. Yeah, they caught up with the kidnapped victims and they were rescued. Not sure if they caught the kidnappers. But man, broad daylight, Abuja.
I know it's horrible. Somebody said it's horrible. I know. But anyway, I shall try to kind of, in order to avoid some of this copyright music that comes with some of these videos. So I kind of play about with that. But the message is still pretty much there. So we're going to start from Abuja today. And although the rider for this broadcast is that of Rotifmi Amaechi's advice, but we'll get to that. Okay. 2 days ago, we were kind of talking about the police report or police release where this young man called Chinasa Philip, was arrested and paraded as the kingpin of Angon. This is the first image. He was arrested. According to the report, Kaduna State Police Command arrested this guy called Chinasa Phillips, and is reported to be the ringleader of the kidnappers in Abuja. Ringleader means somebody who is like, like the Lord. So if he's arrested, you would expect some level of, what do you call it? Kidnapping and all of that to just disappear in Abuja or the environment right away. Then they displayed this image of the same guy, we believe. So he's already changed his dress. Okay. Then people started asking questions like, you said there will be more or details later. So police now came out with their details because you know what? The noise, or what they call noise making, has sort of prompted them to act in Abuja. It might be photo up or this photo, this and all of that too. But they reacted and they have started displaying people that they called the arrested kidnappers. And they've also been rescuing people too. That's why I said good news. There are good news indeed. You see the Najibas, the Najiba and sisters, they've also been freed, but those ones were reported to have paid, instead of 700 million ransom, they only paid 100 million and they were freed, including the Arios too. They were also freed. But there were others that the military actually went there to drag and all of that. And they rescued kidnappers. Rescued the victims from the kidnappers. So they displayed some of the arrested kidnappers. But surprisingly, the same Chinasa Phillips, his name has changed twice. Oh, sorry, they've added more names to his name in the, more names rather, in the last 48 hours. This Chinasa Phillips was also called Chinasa Philip Ade something, like, oh, his papa na Yoruba. I don't know if that's like, then police came out themselves to now say, everybody said that young man was fake. And in fact, the police has killed him because they just wanted to use him to deceive the people. That's what the police said. So police now brought, look at this image, right? This was from them. This image was from them. And according to them, it was in handcuffs. Do you get that now? So he kept changing clothes, by the way, right? So when they now brought him out yesterday, Abayewo Chinasa, now it's no longer Chinasa. It's no more just Chinasa, right? He is now Chinasa, Phillips, Okoye, Michael, who is now on a stretcher with gunshot wounds and bandages that could no longer speak to the press, right? But again, let's go hear what they had to say. It actually started there from it started with a wiki, then it went on to that of the police putting up that show. But take a look.
And kidnapping suspect. Chinasa Philip, Okoye Michael, 28 years, male of Zauda village, Abuja. This is the case that already gone viral, but we are here today to clear the air and of course puncture some insinuations that the police has killed this young man to silence him and cover some facts. This time around, with the launching of SIS, the game has changed. There's no need to do cover up for anybody. There's no need for us to deceive Nigerians when we have cases like this. So for those who have been peddling rumors on social media, listen carefully now. He's still alive there on the stretcher because he was hit by the bullets during the operation, but he's there on the stretcher, gentlemen of the press, you can see. And on 17th January 2024 at about 7 p.m., the complainant's name with it, I don't want to mention his name here, was adopted from his house along with his Ilos van with registration number RBC 90DL, grey color, by 4 armed men who disguised as in a white Mercedes-Benz 230 car. The victim was to be taken to Kano State, but they stopped at Kaduna, where they dispossessed the victim of his ATM cards, of which the sum of 500,000 naira was transferred from his account. But they ran out of luck as they were intercepted by police operatives at a filling station in Kaduna. 3 of them escaped, while one by the name Chinasa Philip Okoye Michael was arrested, and the said Ilos van was recovered. It was discovered that 2 out of the said 4 armed men are Abuja based. Chinasa Philip Okoye Michael and one Chide Bere. It was also discovered that Chinasa Philip Okoye Michael and his accomplices had earlier been arrested, sometimes in November 2023, and charged for similar offenses at High Court, Kwali, Abuja, but currently on bail. I think he was granted bail, is now on bail, but now went back to committing even worse crimes while on court bail. And this is to tell people that are making insinuations again that he is not a kidnapper. We are saying it again, and I want to put it on record that Chinasa Philip Okoye Michael is a notorious kidnapper. This is not the first time. He's even in court, but he's on bail. Yet he went ahead to go and kidnap this man on that fateful day. He's there on a stretcher. If you want to see him, you're going to see him. The news has already been broken. Is in the news. Was arrested in Kaduna, but handed over to FCT command for further investigation, and prosecution, because the jurisdiction of that offense falls within the Federal Capital Territory.
Nuisance lele.
They don't write the script well. Do you believe, let me ask first, okay? And this is not because I want us to feel pity for this Mr. Chinasa, okay? But I am asking you, do you believe the story of that guy? I know a lot of you don't believe him because the script is poorly written. Somebody that was shot while they were transporting a kidnapped victim in Kaduna. His picture was taken by the police. I don't know which one came first, whether not this one, with the guns that they said they found on him. I am not saying he's not a criminal. You remember I said that 2 days ago. But this is the kingpin, notorious, he said. And this is what they said they found on him. 3 rusty Berettas. Okay? Then they changed his clothes. Does this guy look like somebody that was already shot? Twice on both knees. Then they put him in their van. And they said it was handed over to them in Abuja. Does this image and this person look like somebody that was shot twice on his knee, his knees, and is being transported? But when we started asking them questions, who be this person? Then they came up with more names. Chinasa, Phillips, Okoye, Michael. Now, this Chinasa, Philip, Okoye, Michael, whose accomplices ran away in Kaduna and he sustained gunshot injuries. It was scammer in both pictures, changed his clothes. Then, suddenly, he could no longer talk to the press because he's been shot and he's now on a stretcher. That's a poorly written script, if you ask me. But the reason why I'm actually showing you that is that to show that you cannot use propaganda to fight and end state-sponsored terrorism. Because their actions and inactions are what is actually fueling the terrorism. You see all this drama now, it started yesterday. I think it was with a weekend. No, it started 2 days ago or 3 days ago rather. It was with a weekend after the what do you call it? After the drinking weekend in River State. Then he decided to charge on and say, okay, yeah, this is what we are now going to do to fight all the terrorists and go away. They needed to put up a show. That's what I am saying, right? Put up a show with a weekend. Because it was actually the one that said, I'm giving them the marching order now. But there was no real marching order, Baba. Here you get. Just 24 hours after making this statement, that video I showed you earlier happened. That was yesterday. Where a man and his wife were both kidnapped in Abuja in broad daylight. But it all started with this.
Again, even the one, I'm going to also tell her now, it's no good when something happened and I go radio, so I go contribute to money. That's the one that they talk, or they encourage the criminals. Because when I go talk like that, they go say, hey, money they come. We know say, it depends on her. So they catch your pikin, they catch your husband, they catch your wife. I know. But you know good. Not good they go because all these wayo people, they listen to radio. All these criminals, they listen to radio. They go to say, hey, as we hold it picking now, people want to bring money. And when they know that one, they're going to continue. So more than they do that kind of thing. But I hear what they talk. More than they do that one at all. Maiyegun they go to give them support. They think some money there, and they're going to continue. You know, good. Security people know what they go do. They know. And they don't say, some of the agents they feed there here. More than a day. Nothing I go feed to again. Because if I know what to with Sabina, I no go try them again. Some of our people, where they give us the information, we don't catch them. So if they never catch you, no means they will catch you tomorrow. Or even before we come out here now, they will catch you. So, at the time now, as all of us come out like this, Chairman, make you no wait. Today na Friday, Monday, bring the letter. Just be the way say they are uncompleted. Now me I they do for Abuja there. When I see uncompleted building, I they bring them down. Because how you go keep building 10 years, 20 years, you not go feel complete them. Those criminals they go there, they hide. So bring the letter quick. No do like civil servant. Just bring the letter on Monday. I will give approval. I will send people, make them demolish them. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. If we never demolish them, we will give them turner. More than complete the building. Give people whenever get house, make them live. Not be so. Not be so. Government job. Not to make us happy. Not be up. So now we present my content. Anyone I want, we're gonna tell us. We go do them. Thank you. God bless them.
That's how they do in Nigeria now. Sure, you get. Their security agents and all that are overwhelmed because they are all working as private security for the politicians, their wives, their concubines, their family members, and on like that. So once they say like, there is too many armed robbers. Oh, they must. I mean, they are occupying all those uncompleted buildings. Oh yeah, demolish all of them so that we can stop armed robbery. Oh, the kidnappers are also in some of these local government areas and they are there at the uncompleted buildings. Oh, let us demolish the whole place. That's how we are going to handle terrorism. Like I said, it's probably just for the photo op. Reaction to our noise making. Sure you get. But for those who like jejely paid ransom, like the Najiba and our sisters, as well as the Arios, right? From what we heard, they paid 100 million ransom. You understand? And that's why I'm like, for those who the military went for real, did the job and they rescued the victims. That is how it should be. But because the sponsor of these terrorists are those in government, therefore, they continue to give conflicting order. That's what they say, order from above. Conflicting orders to these available soldiers. And are also doing their best to continue to demoralize them with poor pay. If they were allowed to really do their job, those that are available, this is how it should be. You don't pay or negotiate with terrorists. It is not done. All over the world, you don't negotiate with terrorists. America, we talk, say don't negotiate with terrorists, right? Even though they negotiate with terrorists themselves, like, behind the scene, if they have to use the cat claws, right, to do their dirty work. Or you don't negotiate with terrorists, don't pay them ransom. Or else, what you are doing is that you are paying for their rearmament. Rearmament, yes. They're going to get more weapons and they're going to do it more. And they're going to become bigger and bigger and bigger. And they'll become a bigger threat that, you know what? Your ransom alone will no longer, even your weapons and all of that will no longer be able to contain them because you would have been infiltrated, compromised, and on like that. So you can't use propaganda like this Chinasa, Phillips, Michael, Okoye. About who they use 4 names, like we tell ourselves now, should not be Nigeria. Like me, I get like about maybe 20 names. But when it comes to official names, see, now those who want the flex, like say something, maybe after university, they will start seeing them using the middle name. So now somebody that you release the press statement, see, from his confession, and somebody sat in the police headquarters and drafted a script to deceive the people that are under the siege of kidnappers. And this is them responding to the questions of, what are you trying to say? You cannot use propaganda to end terrorism like that. If you want to use propaganda to end terrorism, it is just going to be one of the tools. And the propaganda must be on the terrorists, not on your own people. You know, that kind of thing, like your propaganda will just be cooked so well, like, 1 million terrorists have surrendered in so place. So their leader, so is now planning to surrender. And they will start fight among themselves. Are you planning to surrender to Nigeria? And you didn't tell us. So you can use propaganda among the terrorists, but you don't use that propaganda on your people that requires they desperately need safety. That's why I don't see most of all of this in another 1 week now. Everybody go, don't forget, say, they said they were mopping up all the terrorists in Abuja. What happened again? Where are these ones coming from again? Then you go over it again and again. And then more and more conspiracy theories will begin to spring up and all of that. In the middle of all of that, the lives and properties of all of you who are caught, who are going to be caught in that trap, remains in danger. So propaganda. So I'll show you the one where they actually got somebody, they got those girls back, the Najibas and their sisters, right?
Oh yeah, Najiba. Oh yeah, you people should surround me. Oh yeah, surround me. Oh yeah, you people should surround me. Oh yeah, Lisa. Oh yeah, Alhamdulillah. Oh yeah, Najiba. Oh yeah, you people should surround me. Oh yeah, surround me. Oh yeah, you people should surround me. Oh yeah, Lisa. Oh yeah, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin. That's the mother, I believe. And from the report we received, one of the girls was killed. Just like a Diarios too. One of their own girls, Florence, was killed. Naiba was killed among that family, right? The four girls they kidnapped. So they released 3. Najiba is the sister, the eldest. The one that is next to her is Nahiba. Now, Nahiba is the one that was reportedly killed that raised the spiral reactions then, right? Then the Arios. So there are like 3 girls, I believe, as well, right? So Florence, who happened to be the eldest, was also killed, right? And we saw the 2. I couldn't show you their burial and all of that, by the way, okay? So they were released too. I think I have a clip of that here. Hang on. I believe.
Jesus. Don't try. Hold yourself. Your wife is here. Don't try. Hold yourself. Your wife is here. Mommy. Thank God. Yeah, Michelle. Thank God. Wow. Thank God. Thank God.
Little kids. So they are now back to the loving arms of their families, and we sort of pray that the universe will be kind to them and give them the courage to, or the fortitude to bear the irreplaceable, irredeemable, irreparable losses that they both suffered. All right. Here is other good news too. This one is also from Abuja. Yes, I think. So the report was that this man was kidnapped on Thursday. And that would be, I think that would be like about 4 days ago. Right? So he was kidnapped along, that's how they described it. They said around Sabon Lugbe, you know Lugbe in Abuja. And the police who are with him are those who rescued him. He was also rescued in this so euphoria that they are going after all of the kidnappers. So the good news is that this man, Mr. Sulaiman Sabo, or Alhaji Sulaiman Sabo, also regained their freedom. I'm sorry, his freedom too.
We are running live today on forestry along Sauka Besa Road. One kidnapper was discovered. He has already kept somebody on his custody for days, and his wife. The wife has escaped, and the husband was seriously injured. He was seriously bleeding, just taken to the hospital. A weapon was recovered from his hand, and this is the kidnapper, and this is the victim. We are live. Our officers, police officers, we are here.
That is what Nigeria is now. So they found a man and his kidnapper, and he got rescued without paying any ransom. So that's some good news, yeah? Now, maybe this one can also be good news for you, especially those of you who are currently seeing the Tifnumbu's Shege. So have you seen Shege? Shege to you? Remember that? I know. It is just 21 days into 2024. And a lot of people are already tired. When you ask them, Baba, how far? See, Baba, I'm just tired. I'm just tired of this 2024. Baba, it's just 21 days now. You still have like 340 days. I've been at 344 days to go. So there are two options. The first one is that they are currently trying to hire vuvuzelas, praise singers for the project this week. And the project is, if you are a Lagos Abobaku, Oshogbo Alimajiri, ombud slave, sophisticated moron, or maybe your own is just Lagos, what do you call it? A crumb eater, crumb chaser, ass cow, all rice, or maybe you are just a natural bat idiot, right? Or a bastard. Now, things are hard everywhere, but political space in Nigeria is the highest employer of labor. Temporary employment, as well as longer temporary employment as well, or a long-term contract. Now, what I am about to tell you may change your life. Instead of wasting your time on MaiyegunsDiary Politico defending the thieves, the criminals that are ruining and destroying the same country that you are trying to raise your own child, or you are raising your children right now. This might be an opportunity too for you to at least have something to show and say, this renewed shege is favoring you and your family, you can thank me after. It is about better edu. Omo Better has been doing some campaigns, and as they are doing online, they are doing offline. Now listen to this. They are of 3 categories. Those of you who are Facebook adsmen, be online bandits. Are you with me? You could probably be paid peanuts to begin to trend, bring back better. Bring better back. Bring back. It's already happening. Your mates are already being paid their own regular 1,000 naira as we speak. Better edu, and a crime is considered not that bad. And in fact, she must be returned. And they are not joking about it. There is actually a plan. So the first part is, if you are on social media, you may get a peanut that could last you a day or two. So you won't do it for free. Then, if you are physically like offline, you have 2 options. They already have mobilization team across Nigeria that will tell Tifunubu to return better edu as minister. Okay? But I think tomorrow they are planning a sort of general, what would you call it? General rally on Monday. So they say 8 a.m. in Calabar, Cross River State. If you can find your way there, you may be going back home with over 10,000 naira. That's from what I heard from the grapevine. If you are in Calabar and you are also a sort of a bad start, Calabar base, trust me, that may be a gig. You can thank me later. Thank you, Maiyegun. I know I don't like you, but this one is going to be like this week. This week is sorted. I just have to find my way around there and get myself to Calabar. Here you get. And as for others, suffering and smiling sufferers, no matter how hard it is, if you find your way around this gathering, you may also be going home. And this is going on, it's been going on now for the past 1 week. If you can find your way to any of the venue, for better edu that stole over 7 billion naira, where they are trying to investigate the register of the poor people. Oh, how many poor people do we have in Nigeria again? Shadia. There are many. What about the register you used in sharing the money the last time? That's the register. On this register, no clear. We need to investigate this register before we give the money to the poor people. Now, how much are you going to use to investigate this register? Just 3 billion naira to investigate the poor people's register. Why the poor people are already dying and screaming. Every day, everywhere, by the way, right? However, the same suffering and smiling sufferers, they are willing as always. On your man debt, Bola on your man debt. We shall die, or they shall die, because that's pretty much like that's not loud enough. Give me another version.
Bring back our better! 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 Bring back our
Nuisance lele.
And in Nigeria, you will never run short of nuisance. Do you know what they say about stupid people or foolish people? You know, normally, right? Foolish people or stupid people, they also grow old, right? So I think you know that, right? Okay, good. So that you don't begin to feel guilty that you put one foolish old man or one foolish old woman in his or her place and you are feeling guilty. Oh, I just felt guilty that, I mean, Papa, I know they feel guilty. Oh. If you cannot feel guilty, putting a foolish boy or a foolish girl, a stupid boy or a stupid girl, right? Putting him or her in his or her place, right? Do not feel guilty about it. But there is actually one very, one very unique thing about foolish people and stupid people who make foolish and stupid political decisions, right? And they expect God to fix it for them. There is one very, very unique thing about them. They are very creative. I don't know if you understand that, right? I'll tell you about their creativity. There is also one very powerful thing about foolish people and stupid people as well. Seriously, young and old is such a very powerful thing, especially in a democracy. You should be very, very scared of foolish people in large numbers, because in a democracy, they can elect a president. We all of us just suffer together. They say, but why did you have to do this? Don't you know that the whole country, everybody will suffer? They say, let all of us suffer together. Now, when they start suffering, help us now. We are poor people now. Help us. So you have to be very, very careful and very, very afraid of them. Foolish people in large numbers. They can elect presidents, they can elect governors, they can elect anybody. And whatever they do to you, they will say under the law, they were allowed to do them. Do you get that? Now, talking about the creativity of stupid people and foolish people, there is no amount of terrible consequences that comes from the choices and decisions made by eventual stupid people, right? That they will take responsibility for. So when, for example, let's say foolish people who wanted APC to continue, they know that Nigeria is done for. They are suffering. They are suffering so much that the cost of living crisis that a lot of them are facing has led to mass suicide, even among young people in Nigeria today. But their mind is so creative in a way that they are so comfortable in whatever you imagine to be hardship. A lot of you have, a lot of us talk about hardship. People are suffering. When I saw that video, when I saw this, it's just this or that. I can imagine. If you know what people are going through, you are not going through hardship, are you? At least I can say that half of those who are viewing my broadcast here now, half of you are not really going through any hardship per se. What we talk about Nigeria hardship, police brutality, corruption that is affecting Nigeria, poor healthcare system, poor education system, poor infrastructure, no safety, no nothing. Half of those of you who are watching this my video, you are not direct victims. But why do you think you react a lot to some of these things as you see them, and you were able to be like, this country is going down, this Nigeria is going to, you know why? Because they bring back all those memories, all those demons that you fought before you got yourself to wherever you are today. You are not suffering. A liter of petroleum in Nigeria is a 650 naira max, right? I don't know, 650, right? Times 2 of that is how much? 1,300 naira, right? Meanwhile, in the UK, a liter of petroleum is £1 40 pence or 38 pence. So if you put all of that together, that's over 2,000 naira in Nigeria. But the minimum wage in Nigeria that has remained stagnant is not the same where they are selling a liter of petrol wherever you are living right now, selling it for $1, €1, or £1, or £2, or €2, or what have you. Like I said, right, you are not directly affected. But every time you see the horror, for example, when you see people die because they could not afford hospital bills. How much is the hospital bill? 4,500 naira. What? Then you remember that a member of your family or somebody in your neighborhood died because they couldn't afford 500 naira medication. You can afford everything money can buy today. But you are angry, you are sad that maybe 10, 20, 30 years after you experienced that, people are still experiencing it, the same thing. People are dropping out of school because they were poor. You almost drop out of school too. You were traumatized. But look at you today. You are not just a graduate. You are now like an employer of labor. You employ people, you have your businesses. A lot of you are professionals in different fields. But when you look back and say 20 years after, some people are still dropping out because Nigeria has gone even worse, right? Then you'll be like, oh my God, I can't even imagine. I can't imagine what it's going to be like. People are shouting up NEPA today. You were shouting it too. So the reason why a lot of us react a lot is because imagining that these things are still happening. And there are people who knows that these things are still happening because they are victims, direct victims. But somehow, it was like, mystery is nice if it is shared. Share the mystery. And that's why I said that you have to be very careful. Foolish people in large numbers, they are dangerous more than terrorists. Listen to me. Because foolish people in large numbers, they will validate illegitimate governments. An illegitimate government will also be incapable or incompetent or have no political will to stop terrorism, to fight corruption, to actually invest in infrastructure. Do you see the whole chain of reactions, right? Or you see the foolish people, they don't care. They don't care. They will do it again. It is democracy, demonstration of grace. Right? And then everybody is in what? Everybody is in danger. And this issue of kidnapping and all of that, that one is like the quickest. So many people are like, I am leaving Nigeria. Any next available opportunity, I am relocating my family. When you see this one, Papa, why you are all right now. You do fine for Nigeria. Even though everywhere tough, but you see the wrong things now. Like, your business, you're still kind of staying afloat. Why do you want to leave Nigeria? Security. I want to leave Nigeria because of insecurity. Oh, okay. I want to leave Nigeria because of medicals. I'm leaving Nigeria because of my education. People have different reasons now that they just want to leave. But the bottom line is like escaping from hell. Guess what? At the end of the day, except the civil war finally breaks out in Nigeria, you will still probably have just about maybe 8-10% of the population migrating outside Nigeria. And do you want me to shock you? No matter how much you feel about Nigerians, Japa from Nigeria, Papa, una no even reach the five biggest, the five top countries with their citizens, the Japa. I'm serious. But we just shall know because we know ourselves, say, every day, everybody, any chance, so even in Iraq, Papa, people, they go Iraq, they play football. You won't believe it. Iran, People who are Nigeria, they go there, they play football. Japa. Do you understand? So you are not even top 5, or maybe like not top 3 in the numbers of those who they Japa. The Asians are the top. If you see the number, you go scream. You get? If you know how much money they are making from these Asians, you know what I mean? Like you go shake. But of course, we are also part of we are top there because a lot of people felt like they need that stability. And why are you selling your properties to leave Nigeria? Because of the security for my children. No, a lot knows that. A lot believe that there is no future for Nigeria, and they are right. Well, not be everybody go get the chance to kind of japa, you know that. So when those who cannot japa, and those of you who are in the like about 90% of Nigerians are in Nigeria. And I'm trying to kind of be a little bit exaggerative here. Say, let's say 10% Nigerians are outside Nigeria. They found one excuse or the other to leave, to japa, and others are still doing it, selling properties, borrowing money, running into debt. But our lives are being ruined on top of this japa issue. Everybody won't run away from that place. But when we say everybody, you know, what 10% of the population. It's not even up to 10% of the population of Nigeria. And they still continue to burn. The population continue to grow. Sure, you get? Which means 90% that are trapped inside Nigeria, who are the direct victims of this, they seems to still be kind of over, like let me put it this way. It's like those who are back in Nigeria, in that 90% population, right? When you take the 1% that is tormenting the lives of the 89%, then when you take the number of the foolish people, docile people, and those that are going to gaslight you from acting, right? They are not even a majority. But when you look at the effects of the decades of brutality, bullying from successive criminal governments in Nigeria, oh, they're going to kill us if we go out there and fight them. Oh, they're going to do this. So that fear. Now, when you look at the population of the foolish people, they're probably just about maybe 20-30% of the population that are validating the criminals. But with the use of force, guns, and all of that, others are too scared, more or less like cowards. So that then give the few percentage of these foolish people to become the loudest and the loudest. So if all of you, we can't do that place, are expecting the 10% that have jackpot to now come back and free you. So the God story Israel, the Israelites from Egypt. They said 40 days they're supposed to use for the journey. Like joke, they spent 400 years. So sure you get. You probably are going to be on the journey to 400 years. If those of you that are directly affected, your children, your psyche, your existence, your safety, your everything, are not in any way propelled to become more louder, vibrant, organized than the foolish people that are the loudest. Mystery always looks for company. So that's why I said, so far so good, we can say the criminals in Nigeria are sustained by the few numbers of the foolish people that are loudest, that are the loudest, so to say. But to Amaechi, even in Nigeria, you might be going abroad to go and look for 9 to 5, stability, maybe better education for your children, maybe healthcare and all that. I mean, you know, all of that. You will never see opportunities abroad. That's what he said. Like Nigeria, where you can sleep tonight and wake up tomorrow as a senator or governor. And then you become stupendously rich with your family. To Amaechi, Mukuna no Japa anymore. Stay in Nigeria. Okay? Because you have a better opportunity. His stance, guys.
What is one piece? Right, so no more political questions. What is one piece of advice or wisdom that you consider crucial for personal growth and success?
I've always discouraged those who want to leave the country. I said 9 to 5, yes. You can always get a 9 to 5 job when you leave the country, but you can never get the opportunity you will get in Nigeria. You can just wake up one day, you become a minister in Nigeria. You can just wake up one day, you become a governor. It just happens. I don't know how this country operates. So if you're looking for opportunity, please stay back in Nigeria. If you're looking for 9 to 5 safety and all that, one of my friends said to me, but supposing you're waiting for that opportunity and they kill you, well, maybe that's your destiny.
But honestly, the example you just gave
the opportunities are here.
Right. The example you just gave is for 5,000 or less positions, but we have 250 million people in this land of opportunities. So if you don't want them to Japa, where are the opportunities? You said there's...
No, you just assume the opportunity is about being in public office.
Just the example. I'm saying that based on your example.
There are about 200 and something million Nigerians.
Okay.
Yes, okay, so I'm leaving that example now. Okay. So there are about 200 million Nigerians. Just assume that you start cooking moi and you sell to 10 million Nigerians at 1 naira. How much is that?
Yeah, but that's about 10 million. Yeah, but we are losing our best hands. Whether we like it or not, we cannot downplay the effect that Japa is having in Nigeria as a whole. Especially in the medical field. We are losing the best of our doctors. When it comes to this. So whether I would like it or not, the situation...
I'm avoiding where you're going to.
No. And it's not about politics now. We're just talking about welfare of Nigerians in general. Why are they leaving the shores of Nigeria? They're moving on to greener pastures.
You can't discuss...
Is this a political question?
The welfare of Nigeria without discussing politics. It is, because you have to discuss the issue of economy, who manages the economy, the government. You have to discuss the issue of safety and security, who manages safety and security, the government. You have to discuss the issue of the creation of opportunities, the creation of employment, and all that. So what you can tell is Nigerians get what they want. Nigerians get what they deserve. You don't complain after. You don't. I think that... Yes, and I say that because you had opportunity. Nigerians at all times. Ruth, can you please let me? Nigerians at all times have had opportunity to vote. Exactly. So whatever you voted for is what you deserve now. But again, Ruth, let's not go into politics, please. I've given you the rule.
Okay, my lips are zipped. Zipped. No more.
I didn't say that. I didn't say the elections are not always free and fair.
No, I'm saying
you are
that.
saying that.
I'm saying
you
that.
are saying that.
Yes.
The elections are not always
so
free and fair.
Nigerians are not getting what they voted for.
I have not said that.
Okay. So in that sense, anyway, like I said, I don't know why.
You again say that. You again say that.
Oh my goodness, elephant in the room. So
fellow Nigerians, this is just the beginning.
Did you hear that? You don't have to go abroad. You don't have to Japa. Okay? Just in Nigeria, things happen. You can just sleep and wake up and boom. You are a governor. See? Or if you get killed before that time, well, maybe that's your destiny. If you are not killed, right, or kidnapped, there's a chance for you to be governor. 200 million people. 36 governors every 4 years. So that's the pathway to easy wealth. You know? If you get kidnapped, just get used to your kidnapper, be nice to them so that, you know, they won't kill you. But what if they kill me? Well, maybe that is your destiny. As things are going on in Nigeria right now, just, you know, I told you that they are going to make you adjust and get used to the one they are going to, the Nigeria they are going to eventually bring you to. The one that kidnapping is normalized. And if you are making too much noise, they can quickly ethnicize it. Now, they are already normalizing it. The last time they came on social media to raise money, ransom money. Then they turned around and said, oh, no, you cannot be doing that. You cannot be going online to be raising money for terrorists and all of that. That is unacceptable. Now, I was reading somewhere where somebody said he has been kidnapped. And that's not the first person I am reading that from. I have been kidnapped 3 times in Nigeria. The first time, the second time, on the third time, and I was like, What you used to hear is that police have arrested you just because they want to extort you 3 times, 4 times. I've had encounters with the Nigerian criminal police 2 times. But which one is you're having an encounter with terrorists, kidnappers? So I dug further and I realized that in Nigeria today, there are people that have been kidnapped more than once. I swear. And they will be telling you their experiences. You see, the first time they kidnapped us, the second time they kidnapped me. Now that third one, I said, Omo, I need to leave this country. True story. People who are victims of all of this. And just like what poverty is in Nigeria, I remember when we were growing up. And then we'll be talking about how poor we are, or we were at the time. And everyone wants to say the story of, the toughest story of their own poverty. I remember this. I remember it so well. Because I think it was that moment I just felt like I was probably about 13 or maybe 14. And I was with my mates. And then we're just talking about how poor, like boys were just talking about, oh man, we are so poor, man, baba. Even if they decide to just sell one, like jokingly, like all of us were talking, right? And then somehow, I just realized that every speaker was trying to prove that, what they have been through. I don't know if you remember kind of scenario like that, right? When young boys were just gisting about themselves. Oh, man, my eyes don't see shege. Baba, I went to so I went to go and cut about 2 acres of farm. I cleared it. Do you know how much they pay me? But when I came back, the money could do. You're talking about your experience of your own hardship, kind of. I just realized that almost every speaker, speaker after speaker, we're just trying to tell a tougher story. Like, oh, your own sufferness is not like my own. Baba, maybe say in our house, sometimes for 2 days we no go chop. You be like, one person came out and said, in our house, Baba, now only twice person they chop. For afternoon, you have to go and sort yourself. Only breakfast and dinner. Another one will come and be like, oh, your own is better. Our own is that you go chop a bar in the morning, a bar in the afternoon, a bar in the evening. I'm even so tired of eating a bar and all of that. Another one will be like, your own is better. See, if you know my own papa, and this is, I was like, poverty is the competition here. Are we actually like trying to see whose poverty or whose hardship is better? And I've actually seen adults. Yeah, I've seen adults who are the same too. You probably have experienced that too. Where you are talking about your childhood and you're talking about what you went through, your mama, your papa, your siblings and everything. But today, to the glory of God, everybody is fine. Your mama is now, you know what I mean? Like you are sharing this story. Another person will be like, your own is better. If I tell you my own story, you'll be crying and say, why should I cry because of your story? Do you get that? Like it's a competition, kind of. So it is similar too with what you have with what you have today. So Amaechi and gang in their world, Nigeria is done for. And in fact, even though we all know that Kolu did not win any election, but he should be grateful to the INEC as well as which is Momodu Yakubu, right? Mr. Yakubu. And then Okoro and his other injustices who certified this same column. And by the way, just by the side, right? This is by the side. Do you know that on the 26th of October, when they ruled that Tifnumbu had no case to answer, and the Supreme Court of Injustice of Nigeria certified Tifnumbu, do you know that in the next few days, it's going to be exactly 3 months that they gave that ruling? And to this day, Peter Obi no get judgment. Not just that, oh. There is no judgment for Peter Obi. They say make Peter Obi use article judgment like that. They are not of the same case, oh. They are of different pleas. Oh. I don't know if you probably know that. It will be 3 months now. The Supreme Court of Nigeria never released that judgment. Okay? Now, the one they gave to the articles judgment, they said, Obi no get any judge. The articles judgment they released, carry articles name. They said Obi should do photocopy, put his own name where article name is, and use the same judgment. That is said the Supreme Court said that confirmed Tifnumbu. Anyway, the same Supreme Court of Injustice as well, on the 15th of December, I don't know if you remember 15th of December, it was the day that we expected that the Supreme Court of Nigeria or Supreme Court of Injustice there to probably do justice. We were wrong. How could you expect Supreme Court of Injustice to do justice? We were wrong anyway. So the Supreme Court of Injustice said the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was illegal. All right. However, they just believe that Nnamdi Kanu's trial should, they ordered the retrial that Nnamdi Kanu's trial should continue. But this time around, they shouldn't cancel his bail, which means they should go back to pre-assassination attempt on his life. This was 38 days or so ago now. No, 36 days ago, rather. 36 days ago, they said the appeal court, all right, should look into Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case and free him. That's practically what they were saying. His bail should never have been revoked, which means status quo to pre-assassination day remains, right? Do you know something? The same Supreme Court of Injustice is yet to release that judgment to pass that case to the appeal court, which is where they said the case should go back to. 36 days after they gave the judgment. I just thought you should know that, okay? So yeah, Amaechi knows what he's saying. So I don't know how long it's going to take for 200 million people that they said will become 250 million people by the end of 2030. I don't know when the when the looting and the stealing is going to reach everyone in that population, or maybe other places too that you can, go and take political office, which is actually the bane of Nigeria's retrogression, Nigeria's downfall, because nothing else really works anymore in Nigeria or gives job. There's no real job for the population. So the highest employer of labor is the politics. And that is why the wage or the bill that these cankerworms, these leeches, political leeches that you call your political leaders, the amount of resources that they drawn from the country's resources to take care of themselves has left Nigeria with nothing for development. Because everybody still has to go in there. That's why they'll kill themselves as well. So the reason why corruption is so huge is because the highest employer of labor, the politics in Nigeria, has become so saturated with self-centered people who are pretty much like the reflection of what Nigeria is. The survival of the fittest, which also put us in that space called that mental space that so many of us love. I better pass my neighbor. Whatever that's going to make me better pass my neighbor, I don't give a damn, even if it's going to be to the detriment of the majority. So politics, Amaechi know what he's talking about. And if you look around today, where you have those who have carried out a state capture. I was reading somewhere earlier, and it was the guy who used to be very, very kind of intelligent. This guy was from the UK. All right. So it said he's a tax expert. Somebody was going to come to Nigeria. Oh, dear God, man. Nigeria enter. Okay, I'll tell you the story. So this guy came from the UK as one of those brainiacs. Kolu appointed him. It was one of those people like me who always criticize Kolu or have all these beautiful ideas, brilliant ideas, how to stop this, how to stop that, how to improve this, how to shake you know those fake fraudulent Nigerians abroad. Some of them are watching me. The abroadian Nigerians, those who love Nigeria from abroad. You remember the Mumu Madus, the Mumu lecturers, the Bele lecturers. Do you remember them under Bokuwari? You have the Bati Mumus, and then you have the Bat Study, abroadian Bat Study. So under Bokuwari, the Mumadus were those who have left Nigeria when Nigeria was still at a western region, eastern region, northern region. Years ago, they've left Nigeria. Now community raised money for them to go and study abroad. They got abroad, they were lost to the point that their communities who sent them abroad, they probably believed that they were dead. Those ones, when Bokuwari came, Bokuwari was like a punisher because social media started showing everything. You could see everything going on in Nigeria. And majority of them were just like, how could all of you want easy life? You are too spoiled. Why are you eating rice every day? Must you eat chicken? They are abroad, though. You say you know get hospital, they are like, just pray. Pray that the hospital will work. Stop blaming government because they want you to end up as useless as them. They are abroad. They are old. Majority of them are living off welfare. UK, Canada, America, they are everywhere. Those are the Mumumadus under Bokuwari because Bokuwari was like a punisher. Those were the ones who were supporting Bokuwari from abroad. Mumumadus. The Dabimoshedas, old, wasted generations. You will see some of them. You will probably have come across a lot of them that time, yeah? Then you have the Mumu lecturers. The Mumu lecturers are those ones that they will wear suits and tie, and they also live abroad. Naturally, if they don't open their mouth, you will never know that they are as stupid as anything ever you've seen. A lot of you see them and you admire them. This man, very intelligent. Under Bokuwari, they were exposed. You get that? The Mumu lecturers, they were educated. Educated people, exposed people, but stupid. Then you have the Bele lecturers. Those are the smart ones. The Bele lecturers are the ones whose thoughts, speeches, everything they say or share is controlled by their bellies. They are also abroad. Now those ones, they overwork so that once in a while, they get called by the rogues they are defending abroad to come and become SA, PA. In fact, some of them also have political ambition. They are useless abroad, though. But if you give them small money from that same abroad, Baba, they go shishe, they go work like jaka for you. And some of you will begin to say, say this one they abroad like this. Now in Bele, they control them. They might have left Nigeria. Nigeria did not leave them. Those ones are also, they were also abroad. Now you see, now from that category by category, I get to deal with every nuisance that is a Buhari idiot. And it is the same criteria that you have to use if you are looking at the BAT study. Abi the BAT idiot. Take a look. This guy left the UK, I think. And he was like me. He was talking about everything about how to help Nigeria. Me, I'm not talking about how to help Nigeria, but how to help Nigeria divide peacefully and save lives. But these ones, they are the Bele lecturers abroad. Then go school. They are intelligent. But guess what? Anywhere the price is right, they will pack their bags. Oyama will go chop. This guy can enter Nigeria. I'm so sorry I didn't bring his picture. But there is a reason why I'm telling you this story, by the way. This guy got to Nigeria. He was advising Tinubu's government on how to generate money, taxes. He was already talking about taxes, how to build up, how to make sure this or that, blah, 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 blah. Most of the things he's talking about, they already exist in Nigeria, by the way. Because listen, Nigeria, as you see Nigeria, is no lack of law. That is why that Nigeria is lawless. So Nigeria has law for everything. If you use pin to punch, to pinch somebody and blood come out, there is a law for it. Don't ask me. It's there. If you slap somebody like they slap us like that, we say we go the sisters, we go the yes things. There is law against it. You go jail. You go do jail. You see that one that you go, your wife go sit down and you go say, I'm not a wife beater. But your mouth, the things that come out of your mouth, can make somebody commit suicide. And you are proud of it. Now my mouth, I take beat my wife. There is law against it. Not be say law no day. If you go and exhume dead body for money ritual, there is law against it. If you kill somebody because of money ritual, there is law against it. If you steal the electric pole and the electric cable, there is law against it. There are so many J for everything. If you sleep with underage girls, pedophile, there is law against it. It's just that one no reach enough. That one no reach enough than Nigeria. Because for another Nigeria, they marry 9-year-old girl, 10-year-old girl, they do marriage. And I'm not talking about the poor people. I'm talking about the rich people, the elites. They do marriage for 12-year-old girl. They send them school, go school. They did their marriage for 4-year-old girl in Bayelsa few days ago.
What is one?
I am so sorry I had to I had a frozen screen there. So it's better I just go and come back. As they come and they go. They go, they come. You know. Anyway, this guy got to Nigeria. Now do your thing. You've been appointed by Tinubu to come and reform tax in Nigeria. And they started the abracadabra. It's already it's already them. And because they said that, politicians, right? They said that during elections, they always have all of the answers. They have all the solutions during elections, right? Not like Tinubu not tell you anything. So you probably shouldn't be expecting anything from Tinubu, okay? However, they said politicians have all the excuses after the election. So this guy came, come on, reform tax, come on. So I was reading somewhere and they said, this guy was like, they could actually convert Agberos to federal government tax collectors. Legalized Agbero then from somebody who came from abroad who was supposed to bring innovation, renovation to your taxing system and make more money for your government. But it's been for ages. And the idea that is coming to his head is how to use the Agbero to collect taxes from you. Because if some of you don't want to pay. And if they remove 2-3 teeth, if they remove 1 teeth this month, you go pay. If they remove another one next month, by the time all of you are there with swollen faces and no teeth and lost arm and limb and all that, you will pay. I'm just joking, but that's supposed to be somebody from an expert. How dare you even think that? To use Agberu, MC Olueron will now become a tax collector. It's an idea, but it's not like they are planning to do it now. But coming from somebody who came from abroad. So you see, I have told you many times. Sure, you get me now. So if somehow, you can't see, after everything you have heard on MaiyegunsDiary Politico, 2031, by 2031, I should be about 48 years old. So I'll be older than this. Maybe all my beard would have probably turned white, gray. Nobody say I old. It's just stress. And surprisingly, you just see a poster. Maiyegun General for House of Assembly. Maiyegun for House of Rep. Number one, you will know that that is not Maiyegun. That's not me. Okay? And if for any reason you see that anywhere, which is never going to happen, by the way, okay? Just know that myself won't come steal. Waiting I feel steal from you. Because as Nigeria is arranged, as Nigeria is organized, if anybody is coming from abroad and say they want to come and rescue Nigeria, they are bringing this experience, they are bringing that experience, and Nigeria is irredeemable the way it is currently structured. So if you see Maiyegun's poster anywhere, himself won't come steal from you. There is no doubt to get cut the video, cut this part of the video. That time, internet never forget, Abi. So if you kind of vote for me, here you get, I'll be spending 2 days in Nigeria. 1 day in Nigeria, where I won't come pick my check. And I'll be spending 30 days in Glasgow. I'm saying it to you right now. Because that's how Nigeria is structured. That is how Nigeria is meant to operate. And anybody telling you they are bringing this, they are not bringing any goddamn experience. In fact, the road to it alone will tell you. Somebody told me on this platform the other day, and they said that they went to go and run for office in Nigeria. Just like maybe how they were tired of a 9 to 5. They were too rich. Because Baba, I be Jebu man. And you cannot take my money anyhow without us having wahala. Here you get. I am somebody who work for my money. And I want to be sure everywhere every of my penny is going. In politics, Nigeria politics, what you need if you want to win them or get a share or a seat at their table, it's not just how much money you have, or you must have a blank check. Not just the blank check alone. You must also spend it very, very wisely and foolishly too. Like stupidly, like say you be firewall. So somebody said it on this platform that they lost over 100 million because they wanted to go to Nigeria and help their people by running for House of Representatives. I don't know if you are with us that day. Somebody said that here. They lost the money even before the election. They lost the election because the people that they thought they were doing all this to help, they were just milking him, taking the advantage, collecting what they would collect. So if he was able to scale through, what do you think he's going to do first? What do you think my brother from America will do first when he becomes House of Representatives member? After spending over 100 million naira that they have taken from him, what do you think he's going to do first? Do you think he's going to think about you first? So your road to joining them and taking a seat with them would have already prepared you for the cold-heartedness that you're going to become. So when people now say, honorable, no be so we talk up now. You are now honorable. You are not speaking up anymore. Speak of Bao. Maybe say, now next week they go pay my check. And next week a lot go enter. I can't go do. I defend my people. I am Maiyegun and defending my people. Maybe they can't suspend me. Suspend my pay. Well, Benny, do you know how much money I spent to get here? That's what I'm telling you. Nobody is coming to help you in this kind of arrangement. Nobody. If anybody tells you that, I have seen some of them, they come to Nigeria, they do charity, they pay WAEC fee. All of you, they collect them. You have no idea how these guys are bleeding, waiting, for the time they are going to strike you. And 4 years is enough for them. If you are abroad, let me tell you something, right? For those of us who have lived here, not just visitors who have lived here for like over a decade now, I am in a position to tell you, when you see anybody, look at that one from Oshun, and the dancer from Oshun. I mean, the guy doesn't waste time. Once every month or once every 2 months, he would have to go back to his America where he's going to go and be like, yeah, and he can be there for a whole month. Everybody has to wait for him. Yes, you have to wait for him. He's the governor. Did you not know before you elected him? So it's the same thing. When you look at these guys who actually like say they were buying you things, so they are buying you this or that. You are collecting the money. Some of them are taking loans. Some of them are taking second loan on their mortgage. Sure, you get to bring the money to Nigeria. Waiting, they are waiting. They are like groomers. You saw those pedophiles who grooms their children, right? They are like groomers. They were nice to you. I say, you are already calling them honorable senators. They are bidding their time. Then once the whole thing work and all of that, their names there, like they got rigged in and all of that stuff, right? The next 4 years. Not only will he make more money than he spent, he will even have more money ahead of the next time. So that he won't have to stress much or borrow to feed the foolish people that always validate them. Nobody come from abroad to save you. Don't let anybody deceive you. Nobody is coming from abroad to come and save anybody from any goddamn place. Everybody is coming. If you are from abroad, what you do mostly is that you do the calculation. So if you play your game well, as House of Representatives, you are going to go home with 35 million naira. Now, if you play your game very, very well, okay, so in a year, you could actually, as an honorable, be executing contract for ministries, parastatals. And when you put all of that together, contract that you don't have to do, should be now you be House of Representative member, committee on so and so. Those ministries also need your favor when they want their budget passed. So you are going to part their budget. You are going to know about all of the contracts they are looking for funding for. So as a diaspora in their midst in Nigeria, eventually, if they do 500 million contracts in a year, 50 million here, 40 there, 30 there, 100 million here, 200 there, and you put everything together, like the interior minister, 438 million. When you do all of that, you don't need to do it. They go pay you the money. They go bribe you the money. So if you are doing in a year, if you are doing 500 million, put them in dollars. That's $500,000. As an American who spend money to go and become rep in Nigeria, $500,000 in a year annually. A nice business. This 4 years, Tito, that's $2 million that he won't even have to really touch because everything is there for is already provided. $2 million for 4 years. We are going to vote you out next time. You didn't vote for me the last time anyway. So I pay you and do all of that. I got there. $2 million. That's enough. I'm all right. An American now. But you don't know that. He's coming to come and develop Egbedore local government. It's Egbedore constituency. Egbedore. That's your problem. Majority of these Abroadians knows that Nigeria is done for. Here you get. So like others, you probably should just pray that it favors you and your family. But there is one warning. Anything you do, as Nigeria is currently muddled up, anyone can be the victims from anywhere. So for your own sake, if you are at the Nigerian airport, if anybody offered that, hey, I'm a staff of the airport, bring your bag this way, and they are kind of trying to help you, excuse me, they are trying to kind of take over your bags, scream, punch them, even if they are the staff of the airport. Don't touch my bag. Tell them, don't touch my bag. They say right now in Nigeria airports, you could get your luggage, sort of infiltrated by these guys, and they can plant drugs in your luggages. And if you pass through their immigration or whatever in Nigeria and you are not caught, or if you are caught, the whole world will see your video and you'll be telling them I'm innocent. And everybody will say, yeah, that's what everybody says when they get arrested. They are always innocent. Be careful. All right? Somebody sent this that it's not just those who are traveling out of Nigeria or arriving in Nigeria. Be careful. See, those of you who have all these boxes, many boxes that all of you are like regular travelers with all these heavy, multiple boxes. And then they want to help you. Let me take it for you. Most of them are wearing reflective jackets that kind of automatically make you feel like they are staff of the airport. They are mostly not, as others are busy collecting bribes. Some of these infiltrators are busy planting drugs. And if you are those who are like exporting things out of Nigeria, please, for your own sake and your life and your business and your everything, right? When you have anything you want to ship out of Nigeria, I beg of you to do something. Inspect your cargo by yourself, or pack your cargo by yourself before you take them to their airports or anywhere they are doing some exporting, what have you. Because everywhere right now that you have the drug baron as the president of Nigeria, Eshami, I want to show you a clip. So let's just be very careful. Okay. Ade Williams. About kilo happen now. Which one is this year? Maiyegun this year. Maiyegun. Which kind of see finish with that? What could not behave? Share you get like there are some things that are not just like you know what I mean? Like they are not just what do you call it? They are not really nice to say. Which kind level be that? Mr. Ade Williams, you did. Like say you are tired of typing and all of that, like engaging other people in that place, Abi. You want to watch alone, Abi, and they talk to yourself alone. Which kind still finish with that? So anyway, let's just all be careful. For those of you who are transacting and transporting or transmitting through Niger, sure you get What to do fee one to fee before Maiyegun Mr. Ade Williams last time to my corner wa irere oshiwo ni she are close to any you dey call me on my platform she ru see finish one here so I mean like I know you very well, right? But my besara koja mosalashi o she ya wiri it won't really gone. So if you have a chance, right? If you have a chance of if you are one of those who are regulars, I'm just gonna give you that as a tip. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just be careful, oh. Don't get too comfortable, don't get distracted, because before you know it, you see that pangolo milo that they are opening, right? That could be you next to it, and they will say, what do you know about this? And you begin to say, no, I don't know anything. And everybody will be laughing like, my friend, shut up. Sure you get. I'm a feel joking about me, share. No, they call me level one here. It will see finish one here. They call me this year, Maiyegun. You know how many people wait there? You they call me the Maiyegun. Share it joke or she won. They try that, you know. So, just like they say, we will not grieve for everybody. We will not grieve for everybody. Somebody said, they say in 2024, no grieve for anybody. Oh. Do you agree that we will not grieve for anybody this year? And everybody said, yes, we will not agree. We will not go grieve for anybody. We will not go agree for anybody this year. They say, but you all agree with the man. We say we will not agree with everybody. Like, I just told you not to agree with anyone. And now here you are. You agree with me that we are not going to agree with anyone this year. You are already agreeing with him, but it's on the side. Even I say this guy took it personal. And he's meant to be a soldier, right? But he seems to be like a fake soldier. I don't like the way he's treated, right? But somehow, I just thought if I could show you this, I might be able to help you to identify those fraudulent fake military men in Nigeria too. But for security, being like, let's be security conscious. Be careful. All right. Yeah, look at this guy.
Why are you wearing this camo?
It's for personal effort.
Are you a person? Are you a person?
I'm not.
You're not a person?
I'm not.
So why do you wear this camo? Are you even angry?
I'm not even
let me see. You even angry?
Just now you said.
Let me see your hand. Are you crazy?
That's what I said.
You even angry? Cover police. So what is your name? What is your name again?
My name is Hilary. What's this rank?
What is this rank?
LS.
Which AK?
17 AK.
17 AK. Which year they give you LS?
This one I just.
Which year they give you LS?
Which year? Which year?
Are you a bastard?
No, you are 17 AK.
Which year they give you LS?
I promoted to LS.
I know. You even wear full camera.
You don't do. Don't worry.
What is your name? Talk loud. Which AK are you? Let me see your MP. Are you crazy? Are you a bastard? You.
Just see them.
You.
As I even say, now something.
See, you will die today. Sky.
Those my guys there.
You will die today.
Drop your hand.
Next day. Yeah. MP.
And you read
MP. MP, ba? You be MP now. Not police, ba? Are you a bastard?
I mean, why is he calling him a bastard or something? Like, and then why is he telling him that he's going to die? He will die today. Like, I know it's not going to, they're not going to kill him like that, right? However, I'm like, jungle in Nigeria, you know, Nigeria is a real jungle, per se. Anything can happen to you anytime. And when the law enforcement officers are the same, where you would think that things will be done like professionally, professionally. Another madman, if he just be like, he's a kidnapper. Cock is gone. Shoot him there, right there on his foot. Bah! And I will carry and give police. The police will say a kidnapper has been caught in Nigeria, Naval Police uniform. And that's going to be the news. The guy will never be able to tell you his story, but like wearing the camo, there's always something that will tell you this person, this is not Nigerian army uniform. This is not this, but if he's now impersonating, a crime is committed. What do? You've caught him, you arrest him, you hand him over to the police. You don't need to threaten him. Just tell him his crime. And then, like, if I do anything wrong in this place right now, and the police have to stop me, they are going to first kind of acknowledge or should specify the reason why they are arresting me. Okay, they have to tell me why they are arresting me, so that if I have to get a lawyer, I have to tell the lawyer that I've been arrested because I'm wearing police uniform, or I'm wearing the military uniform and I'm impersonating. I've been charged for impersonating the military. So your lawyers can then come out and be like, okay, yeah, what is the impersonation that did you solicit for this or that as a military officer? You know what I mean? Like, Nigeria must have no money. You go wear side, you go wear camo. You are automatically a criminal. You are wearing a bottom camouflage. You are wearing a top camo. In a way, you are said it bad. You are going to die today. You are, even yourself, you don't tell yourself, I don't die. Officer, please, I don't die. I'm dying. But you would expect them, if Nigeria is not a jungle, you would expect them to say, you've violated the law. Right? Now, what we're going to do is that you're going to be handed over to the police. And the police will come and say, okay, yeah, we have investigated. He's just wearing this, and then by law, it's going to be fined 100 naira. You pay the 100 naira and you walk out of the place. Military shouldn't be beating you. Nobody should be beating you because you are wearing a uniform. Then, if you have committed a crime as well, they shouldn't be beating you. But a lot of you will disagree with me, because I know those who have told me, Maiyegun, don't go just stay straight. Again, not be everything everybody they agree with me on MaiyegunsDiary Politico, and I'm very comfortable with that. And a lot of my own Templars too, the people of the Temple of Truth, they also are at peace with that. The fact that they are comfortable to disagree with me on a lot of things, respectfully. One of them is the fact that a lot of people believe that those who are already committing violent crimes and all of that deserves no mercy when they are caught. Kill them right away. I said, well, if they point their guns at you, kill them. That's what the law says. A rule of engagement, Abi. But you don't capture them and all of that, and then without the court says, kill them. That's me, not you. But a lot of you are like, no, kill them straight away. No court in Nigeria. I said, I know. It is the lack of a system that is reliable or dependable. That is why jungle justice is always very good. Come on. What about the official abuse like that? Assaults, bullying, and all that, beating and all that, which is like that forever in Nigeria? That's not normal. It's not. But would that change anything? Or would anything change about that? I bet you not. Nothing is going to change. So just be careful when you are out there. When you are out there, be careful. Because as Nigeria is right now, nobody, no one has immunity from all of the happenings. And as we go into this week again, I wish you, a safe week and safe days, safe weeks, and then months ahead. Okay. So lastly, on MaiyegunsDiary Politico, another concern that I also have, and sometimes people kind of joke about it or laugh when I talk about it, is really, really concerning for me. And I really want to see something done about it, even though I do not expect anything to be done, but I really want to see something done. And if you ask me, it is the student loan. See, I have paid school fees of people I have never met. I don't know them. I am still owing some people school fees as you are watching this video from Nigeria who are like, Maiyegun, I'm one of your fans. I've been your fans for so and so. Please, I already have to, like, I'm just saying, like, there are those who have nobody to go to. But they were promised student loan. I mean, they said 5 billion, then they increased it to 10 billion in the supplementary budget. In 2023 supplementary budget. In 2024 budget, there is no real clarity about the student loan or how much you're going to get. And I'm concerned. It is concerning lives and the future of tens of thousands of poor students in Nigeria. And this time around, it doesn't matter whether you are a Muslim or a Christian, Northerner or a Southerner. It is really, really affecting everyone. When all the schools have already increased their tuition, and with this economy today, with this salary today, a lot of people are already giving up. So do you understand what life-changing news this one single thing is going to be for tens of thousands of students? If it is really done this January, Baba, now 10 days to end January with AO. I'm not saying they abused me last year when I said it was fraud, it was a scam. Listen, the fact that I know it's a scam doesn't mean that I don't want such to happen, so that I kind of ease you up a bit. For those who have experienced this palpitation of not being able to meet up after 200 level, 300 levels. This is your last year, and now it's like you are never going to graduate. The fear alone, and what a lot of girls and boys would have to do. I mean, do you understand what the relief is going to be like, or what a relief is going to be to a lot of these young people if the student loan is real? So I want it to be real. I really do. And January has just 10 days to go, and we don't even know their website. We have not heard them making any kind of recruitment. But you see, this week now, they will just say, okay, UBA, Zenith, and these also banks, they have signed a memorandum of understanding. They have now agreed to disburse student loan. Just to make you feel like, okay, that Maiyegun, that nonsense boy, should keep his mouth shut and mind his business. Now everybody goes to UBA and gets the loan. I was expecting something more practical, something that is more like hand-on. You know, where if your loan is yet to be approved, or you're having problem with your loan application and all of that, and you just call the student loan bank or student banks and say, hello, can I speak to the manager? Can I speak to the so-and-so? Instead of calling the UBA, everybody knows what it is like to call the bank when you have problem with your own money. Talk less of money where you won't borrow. But I go tell you, you're going to go bring the wedding certificate of your great-grandma. The CFO of your family properties from 1901. And so many other things they will tell you to go and bring. So I was expecting something like that. I was expecting something that is like hand-on. Which ministry is going to handle it? Oh, Ministry of Education is going to handle it. No, Ministry. Okay, which one is handling it? 10 days to the end of January. And they are still saying that it's happening. But knowing APC, for who they are, you can hear the breaking news tomorrow. Without any recruitment of any staff, without any opening of any office or anything, nowhere to physical contact or anything, they will just tell you breaking news and they will take pictures. And you see UBA, you will see all these banks, First Bank and all of them, they will come together and say, we have just signed an MOU and understanding. But your lecturer or your schools are not going to wait for the MOU. They're not going to be paid with the MOU signed by Tifnumbu and his fraudulent criminals, are they? No, you would have to pay them cash. They won't even take it in kind. Sure, you get. Some of you are going to have to pay your lecturers with kindness. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do know what I'm talking about. But you will never pay your tuition with kindness. You will have to pay in cash or bank transfer. And a lot of people are not going to be able to do that. Not now. To deceive you. They said Tifnumbu has released 10 billion naira to these universities, to the schools in Nigeria. Breaking news. Share Madini. There is something called Tet Fundi. Tet Fundi, eh? And they always get their allocation, which is, how can you then say Tifnumbu has released money for universities? No, he didn't. He hasn't. What about the student loan? No idea. So again, this month is one of the things I really pray that comes to pass. But that would be kind of blasphemy. Because I know that's not going to happen. I know it's a fraud. I know it's a total deceit. I know a lot of you are going to become the victims of that lie. And I know a lot of you would have to drop out of your schools, right? And then you're going to have to join the favor market, as you love to tell yourselves. No, I am not joining labor markets after my NYSC. I am joining the favor. I'm joining the favor market in Jesus' name. I've heard that a lot. I mean, when I was younger, I had my own mates who were saying, no, you will never go and join labor market. You will join favor market in Jesus' name. And all of us shouted amen. 2/3 of us are jobless today. I'm not kidding. So I'm not going to say God is not good. I'm just saying that it's probably just not good to half of us who shouted amen then. Because shouting amen, the tone of it won't change anything. It is by actually acting, taking action, rejecting what you know has been put in place to work against you. That is the only time you will see any difference from the status quo. People like me, Maiyegun, and many like myself, who are from the pool of the brain drain that Nigeria have suffered for decades, which affects mostly the southern part of Nigeria. You see this me seated here talking to you. When Nigeria is broken apart, people like us will feel more comfortable to actually physically come back and participate in the political, in the economical, in every aspect of human development, especially for Yoruba land, where I come from. I will be glad to do that. As for Nigeria, we are all just waiting to die. We're telling ourselves, maybe there is a Messiah somewhere that is coming to save us. But the day we all realize there is none, and the only Messiah we have is us. And then we come together, as it should be, discuss in peace, negotiate if you have to, among those who are going to go with any group they want to go with, and break up Nigeria to save lives. Or else, like Amaechi said, you will continue to have the country that you are comfortable keeping quiet, even if you are being plundered, bullied, abused, and terrorized. You always have that country. If you are not comfortable with a country where you get terrorized, your children are prone to be kidnapped, raped as the terrorists could sell them up for slave. They could set them up as slaves, as their religion allows it. Slaves. You could lose your life. And not just that, everything. In a more terrorized, impoverished, criminalized, depleted, squandered, corrupted Nigeria that these guys put in place. It's all going to be down to all of us. You comfortable? Yeah. You're not comfortable? Let's do it. Let's break the chain, the shackles. It is all going to be on us. If we don't do it, guess what? Our children will face same. And I don't know, I'm not sure if our children not prepared, not raised right to understand that Nigeria is fraud. I don't think they will survive the Nigeria that these guys are putting together for them. If you are scared of what it is going to be like, I don't think you'll leave that world, this world, for your own children to deal with this mess when it's going to be completely out of hand, right? Again, everybody will kind of have what they deserve. For this particular one, I'm not going to blame those who put up a fight to stop this calamity that is befalling Nigeria today. I'm not going to blame you. You tried your best. You did your best to stop this. But there are enablers. The minute, large number as well. That number of foolish people large enough to validate this suffering. And they will do it again and again until you can no longer take it. They won't stop if you don't stop them. Thank you. I'll leave it at that. Let's take calls, okay? I'm going to go make myself another cup of tea, okay? And when I get back, I'll take calls. And yes, a week ago, I launched the fundraiser for my studio. So I am going to be there tomorrow. So to those of you who are on YouTube, so I'm going to record the whole thing. I'm going to make you a clip about the studio tomorrow. And then once the space is fully ready, and they've kind of handed the keys to me, I'll make another clip as well, just so you see it before the transformation that is going to take place. So to all of you who have been very much supportive so far, I am so grateful. I'm still kind of far behind, but trust me, I have already started shopping for the stuffs I'm going to need there. So to all of you who made that happen, so I'm still very much grateful to you. Thank you. Okay. So we'll continue the fundraiser this week as well. It is voluntary. I don't even know why I didn't add the link to this broadcast, but I may leave it in the comments at some point. It is voluntary. And God bless you as you donate. So thank you. Now, if you have to leave, remember, you need to like this broadcast and leave if you have to. Or if you want to be part of this tonight, just pick up the phone after liking the video and start dialing the number on the screen. That one scrolling on your screen, right? Yeah, it is WhatsApp and as well as direct calls. I will be back in a minute or two. So we are welcome back, and I do have a caller on the line. I hope my caller is still very much there. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Oh, good evening, sir. How are you?
Gio, I'm fine, thank you. I'm actually, I would say I'm the happiest person as well tonight, because I've always been trying your call, your number, and I've not got through. But tonight, I'm so happy.
Thank you, sir.
I've been your fan as well for years back.
Thanks a lot.
And I'm so happy with everything you've been doing so far. God bless you and your family.
Amen. And you too, sir. Thank you.
Yes, I will go straight by first appreciating the way you've been defending Showere, because I'm a fan as well of Showere. And whenever I discuss, whenever I discuss with people, I always tell them that everything he has been revealing regarding what's his name, Jonathan. Is there anything that is wrong or that he actually lied against him? So when people sometimes say, oh, he's part of Tinubu, Buhari's caucus, I don't support them when it comes to that. Nigeria is so corrupt, so bastardized that, I don't think it can be redeemed, sincerely. Sometimes the young people that you will be looking towards looking at that, oh, maybe these people come on board, they are already nurturing their own ambition. So seriously, the country, I don't think it can be cleaned up. I don't think so at all. I'm the one that make a comment. I know of one guy from UK. He went to become a politician as well in Nigeria. And all the thought, all the mindset is, oh, he's going to go and contribute. He joined them. He didn't do anything at all. So I think he's the one that Ade Williams actually reacts to. He's reacting to, he's replying my comments when he, when he made that comment. So on his behalf as well, I'm sorry, because I can see he put Ebenezer. My name is, my name is Ebenezer.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like everybody can just, when people feel like they can just sit and just like, you this year, Maiyegun, you don't joke with me like that. That's not something you joke with. When something is being discussed and you see my friends everywhere reading you, you know what I mean? Like, well, thank you very much for acknowledging that. Okay. I understand, want people to be comfortable feeling like you can just sit down there and just kind of, I'm just being funny. Maiyegun, no, don't be funny with me. All right. This is not funny business, Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. My name is Ebenezer from London. Thank you.
Ebenezer, God bless you. You have a good one, sir, okay? So there we have it. The line is still pretty much opened for it's open for everyone to who wants to call in. E82, thank you so much for your super chat. That's what you do all the time. Bless you. So let's take another one. And I hope this connects. Hello.
Hello, sir. Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. How are you?
This is Victor, calling from America.
Oh, Victor. How are you doing today?
I'm okay. How about yourself?
Well, I'm very much all right, too. Thanks for asking.
Thank you. Thanks for all you do. Thank you so much. I don't have too much to say. I just want to say, send this message to Kolu and his cohort, all his 49 chiefs and all of them. They should break it up, save life. Break it up, save life. Break it up and save life.
God bless.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, right there, Vicky. So here, I think I have another caller too, right? So somebody we just want to kind of drop that voice and maybe on record that this might be the warning sound from the wilderness telling you, do it now, move towards it now. Tomorrow may be too late. Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, ma.
Well done. Well done. Thank you so much. How's your family?
Fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. Nigeria. Nigeria sensei. honestly. Honestly, to Nigerians, those back home, those people, that's the people I really like, have issue with. Because we know that those people that are supporting them here, diaspora, everywhere, America, Europe, and wherever, we know them that they're just supporting just for what they're going to get from it, because they don't have conscience, because they know what is going on where they are living. They know the system, how the system is, how everything is working on well, how they're planning their things well organized. And they, for the fact that they know all this and they're still supporting the so-called
Everybody knows what they are doing, Jare.
Exactly. So they know what they're doing, and it's only they don't have conscience, because the people back home, what they are facing is not easy. But I have issue with them. Everything that is happening in that country, how are they managing? And they're still pretending everything is going on well. They still ignore so many red flags. They still ignore everything. They're kidnapping here and there. The food, there's no food for them. There's no this and that. Everything is just chattered, and they still they don't even show any concern, this is
all those South American protests that you just see thousands of people outside because the price of bread has gone up by $1.
Exactly.
And everywhere we just shut down almost
$1. Exactly. $1. They will just see everywhere. Everybody is outside.
God go judge.
See what is going
on. Nigeria says. They will say, God will judge all of them, my brother.
God is not going to come down to do anything. God has done his own bit. God has done everything that he's supposed to do for us in Nigeria. God gave us everything. We have human resources. We have natural resources. God gave us everything that we need. Everything is now left to us to make use of. So if people are still expecting Jesus Christ to come down to come and save them, oh, I'm sorry. This is my own opinion.
You know what people said, right?
Yeah.
That these Nigerians, this few minute number that we believe has been brainwashed, and some section that are too scared, right? They say even if Jesus comes out and they see him face to face in Nigeria, and then you put Tinubu on his side, right? Some people you know that this is Jesus, all right? But they'll be like, what if it's fake one? I don't want to
exactly.
That. What if it's not the real one?
Yeah.
Show yourself that you are the real Jesus before we follow you. Everything we have heard about you, all this one. And it's just like, okay, you know what? Oh yeah, change this to that. Say, this will not be real Jesus. I'm a magician. I would rather follow Tinubu that I know. A known devil is better than unknown angel. Nigerians, they will still choose that devil because they believe that he's a known devil. How could you choose devil? When they complain about hardship, now the two I have been researching on to find answer, I haven't.
That is Nigeria. That is them. I don't understand them at all. I don't understand them. Okay, now here, someone I saw something, that okay, you have a baby, you don't have a job, right? If you have a baby, you don't have a job here, right? Government will give you voucher. You go to, they will give you a voucher that you go and get milk, your diapers, and what your baby will need. They will support you.
I know.
But in Nigeria, what do they get? What are they getting from the government? Nothing. The road, if you have your house, if you're going to get, you bought land, you're going to do the road, you're going to get a generator, you're going to get borehole. You do everything for yourself.
And
so what is the use?
And now you provide your own
housing. So what are you getting from the government?
Nothing.
Oh my God! Please, people need to come out.
And
these people need to go out. They will need to come out.
This is
too much. Yes, it's a gambler. This is too much. Nigerians. I mean, I'm not coming home. Don't say you come home. I'm not coming home. Nigerians are not. We are not coming. It's you that is there. You people that are there. Thank you so much.
Thanks so
Thank
much,
you. God bless you.
and
Thank you. Thank you
Okay,
so
it's really
much.
good to
God
hear from
bless
you.
you.
Yes, ma'am.
Regards to your family.
And yours
Bye.
too. Thanks a lot,
Bye.
man. So you have a great week as well. I took that off our mouth, but indeed, yeah. What do you want us to do? I want you to sleep. Okay, just go and sleep. What do you want us to do? Hey, these people are going to kill us. That's what I'm saying. Do nothing. Just wait, like the cow waiting at the slaughter slab, to be killed. Because that's exactly what Nigeria does. That's what Nigeria does. Kills dreams. There are so many of you that are walking corpses. You are not dead though, but you are not alive. The other day, one boy was putting up all this mad suicide thought on social media. So if person go at a third mainland bridge, how long it go take before everything will end? If I try Otapia, or if I try this one and the rest, I should belong power. Come on social media. Somebody calls, yeah, give us your address. They will deliver small shop for you now. He gave them his address. He gained some energy. Everybody can't realize that Alaye just, is already seeing things in a way that the moment he hurts, everything was fine. There are many people who are starving, waiting to die, just there, like they couldn't do anything. They're just there, lying down everywhere. Some of you know them. Some of you have seen them. Some of you have walked past them. You have seen children who are like, you've seen things. But you can't fight, you can't do anything because you are too scared to die. But you are only just existing. And that's even worse. You see those who are dead, right? Those who are dead. They will never have to worry about rent, school fees, the price of gari or rice or anything anymore. You are still going to have to worry about them. Whether you fight or not. Whether you stand up and kind of, you know what I mean? So it's up to you. Anyway, hello there.
Yeah, hello, Maiyegun. My name is Tony, calling from US.
Tony,
Bros.
From the US.
Yes.
Please, sir.
Yes.
How are you today?
Well, we thank God. I've been listening. Sometimes you get provoked. Sometimes it's okay. But Maiyegun, my brother,
yes, sir.
Do you know the other part of things that sometimes people sometimes wonder? Our so-called men of God. Our so-called men of God. I don't know if they are scared of calling these politicians out, telling them their sins on their faces. Because one, if you serve God that you serve, you must protect that action that you serve God. Say, this individual that is doing this, why are you doing this? People are suffering from hunger. People are dying of hunger, kidnapping, no good health care, no good roads. People are dying every day from high BP. I don't think Nigeria they go to take their BP pressure. But everybody keep quiet. It's really unfortunate.
To protect them so that they won't die like their colleague who just died from heart attack, or this one who just died. They can't even tell what happened to him. He just sat there and he died. And they believe that, okay, God protect me from that kind of death. I don't want to die now. But guess what?
But
Every day we're all on the queue now.
Do you know what's one of the things that I don't understand sometimes is because some of our so-called pastors, at the end of the day, whether they have a prayer session or whatever, they will say, you will receive a lot. My brother, sometimes I ask myself, a lot from this kind of economy. From this kind of economy, you receive a lot, Instead of you to tell the so-called government officials that the people are suffering and dying, you tell the person that you receive an alert. So if he receive an alert, he will get you come and sue. I ask myself, even if that person come and sue, why didn't you summon the courage and ask the person, how did you get this money? How did you get this money?
How?
Because let me tell you, sometimes you wonder, because if somebody in this situation of the country now, you tell him to sue, somebody who cannot feed himself, yes, there is position of faith, but you cannot feed yourself, no good road, nothing. To pay your children's school fees is something else. Yes. To take good care of your family is something else. To go for a good, proper medical health care is something else. And you tell him to come and sue that you get a lot. Ma'am, it's high time we stop deceiving ourselves. Let us be realistic. Let us be realistic and face these challenges. Maiyegun, our men of God, which I think they could have been the forefront of this kind of situation. So I wonder what kind of practices of Christianity or whatever are we practicing? What kind are we practicing? Well, Maiyegun, I say happy Sunday, and I wish
happy
you
Sunday
good
to you
in
as
your
well. I know. Thanks so much
in your good work.
Thank you. You have a good one, okay?
You're good. Thank
God
you.
bless you. That's Tony there from the US as well, right? I was talking about people who are like, walking corpses. Okay. A lot of marriages or relationships have been destroyed. Just as the Nigeria economy was destroyed. Real life, true life stories. Family shattered, relationship destroyed, jobs lost, savings lost, investments lost, money devalued. Everything like just happened in the last 8 years, especially. Sorry, I have a caller anyway. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. How are
this
you?
Is fine. This is Toby calling from UK, in London specifically.
Sir Toby from London.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for calling in, please.
Yeah. Thanks for the good work.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Honestly, you've said a lot. It's like the last caller said, religion is absolute waste of time. You just see people wasting their time on religion. If religion can solve problem, Afghanistan is the most prayerful country in the world. They have the biggest problem in the whole world. And some pastors are preaching, telling Nigerians that you will go to your neighbor for food. And people are still clapping their...
Your friends, your colleagues, your neighbors, your family, they will come to you and beg you.
And people still think that is right. Like what Amaechi said, he's mocking all of them. That you people are just folding your hand, you are not fighting for your right. That's what he's telling them. He's indirectly mocking everybody.
That's what I thought too.
He's just mocking everybody. All those people that said Yachinedu don't come out. The guy, MC Olueno, that said don't come out, or Yachinedu, he's biting his own finger now. They've used him, dump him. Until two things will happen. There has to be a revolution, or they break that country. Or they go back to the constitution of 1965 or 1960 something.
Republican Constitution of 1963. Yeah. You're right.
But yeah, you can see now, Hausa people are crying already. As well. France is coming to take over security in the north. They don't want it. They're moving this to Yoruba land. They don't want it. Do a group of investment is springing up. Hausa is thinking they want to break Nigeria. The union is just fraudulent. It should break. Let everybody go on their own. Let everybody go on their own. My mom is an open-minded person. I can hear on the phone. I was calling her. He was telling me that somebody should not open a gate. I said, but you used to allow them come in. They say, do I know how much they sell Gary now? Nobody can even offer people food anymore.
It's getting that bad.
It's one egg. When I grow up, we used to remove, inside the bread, the soft one. We will take it from our bakery and remove the soft part and go and throw it under our bed. My dad had bakery. We had bakery in Oshodi.
Oh dear.
Oshodi, number 15 Banjoko Street. We had poultry. Egg then, when we don't sell the egg, then we used to bury it in the ground in our poultry. I'm telling you. We used to bury the egg.
Today, Baba, is 150 naira, the cheapest.
Maiyegun, my dad used to tell us something. My dad used to tell us something. At the weekend when we go, he's clearing our room and all those things. He will tell us that pray that you will not walk and use your money to buy bread to eat.
Say bread, you are wasting food like this. You are throwing bread inside bread under bed and all of that. Pray that one day you will not need to use your money to buy bread. Wow.
Yeah, that you will walk, sweat, and go and use your own money to buy bread.
Because there may not be any bakery for you to take bread from anymore.
And
wow,
that is it now. People cannot even beans. We used to say beans when we cook beans. Then if they don't break egg and put inside the beans, we are not eating it. People cannot even afford to buy beans anymore.
Damn it.
Maiyegun. That we used to say Maiyegun.
Yeah, who is going to eat panla?
Who is going to eat panla? Who born you well when you see Maiyegun now?
If you see panla now, Baba, you are a rich person.
I said, my mom said they cannot even find okra anywhere. Okra.
Hey.
Is that bad? And people are folding their hand like this.
You know the worst thing, Satobi? You know the worst thing, right? It's for you to even have that money. Okay?
Yes.
And not even being able to even get all you want. The risk as well is that you have that money, and you ended up having to buy substandard, fake, and all of that too. And your health is also put on the line. Chop, your health go worse. You get money to chop. You dey chop all these things that have already been contaminated, Baba. Your health go suffer. Now you have the money. Hospital no today to even take care of you. It's just a double jeopardy for everybody. Rich or poor.
Talking about kidnapping, my mom firstborn used to do this what's it called? They call it logistics. It's got lorries, like about 3-4.
Traveling across the states, interstate logistic business. Right.
They kidnapped this guy. For days they were looking for him. By the time
one of his drivers or who?
He was driving overnight.
The owner.
Yeah. The owner, they kidnapped him. Guess what happened?
What happened?
He was a hunter that saw them in the bush after the third day. By the time they run to the police station to report, the people who kidnapped them, now police people will stop them. Now they meet for police station.
God damn it, man. You know that people have shared their experience whereby they said they were kidnapped by military men, but they said, oh, they can't be military men, they are just fake military. They said, no, these ones are military men carrying all the weapons of Nigerian government.
This one, police in Port Harcourt. Police.
Wow.
Police. Yeah. Police. Nigerian police.
So what happened to your brother afterward? Ransom paid, release?
The case is still in court now. The case is still in court.
Identified the kidnappers, yeah?
Yes.
So you just pursued it afterward, after his freedom, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maiyegun, forget it. There's no way out. They just have to end it. Now it's time. The killing is too much. Even chicken, I've never seen people slaughtering chicken in that capacity that they kill people in Nigeria. No.
I swear.
Every day.
I swear. And today,
Mandela on fire. Where we used to go and get cheap clothes then, Mandela is on fire.
Yesterday, a young girl, they said a young girl picked up an object and she was playing with it with her friends in Kaduna. Africa boom. They said the girl picked up.
Do you know? I study geology. I studied at Polytechnic Ibadan before going to Ogun State University to study geology. Around that area of Ibadan, going from Ibadan to Ogun State, Mamu, and all those places before you go to Ago, they have all these quarries there.
I know.
Then, according to the mining law, even when I did my project, when I was in ND2 in Ibadan Poly, we did it somewhere called Tafotech, along that axis of Mamu and all those places. There's no way you're going to be using that dynamite without the authority monitoring you on the day that you are using it. They don't store those things anywhere. The mining law doesn't allow it. That rubbish that guy came up with, there's no way. There's no way. The mining law doesn't allow it. No way.
They are blaming, you know what they are doing now? They haven't made any arrests, so they are blaming the residents for not telling the government. The residents said they reported to government. Police actually know that those people were there and they did nothing. And it's okay, yeah, we are doing scientific investigation. We'll come back with
of what? Of what?
Of what really exploded. Maybe now dynamite have been a bomb. But they won't.
Do you know
bomb
that
anyway?
or your state have their own autonomy of mining? They have it.
They do. They do.
So how come you people don't monitor who is getting dynamite? Who is getting that dynamite is more or less like bomb.
Yeah,
do you know I live in Oshodio, a stone throw from Ikeja on the 27th. I was in 200 level then. There was that year that this bomb came.
The cantonment.
In the cantonment. It was our house from Banjoko. You go to Brown. From that Brown, you cross to Bolande. You are in that military cantonment. If you see people run from Banjoko to Maitu with their leg.
You went the other way to Maitu, Abi. Me, our own house was in Elukweju, all of Main Street, right? So we're not so far from that same Bolade Oshodi.
Yeah, close. You guys are close to this Bimbo Dukoya's this thing.
Yes. Yeah, we're very close to Bimbo Dukoya's church, right? In the inside Elukweju estate, okay? Now, if you walk through that park and then you go through Kappa, you're already in
You go through Kappa. From there, you go Fataya Tere, Mushin. Yeah.
Now, that day, now lega take Wakariche Fadei, me and my brother and my sister.
You know even go far.
House, so when the gate of a shop fell.
You no go far. See people from my own area run from that place to Okeafa and went inside
they all people were to drown. Hey.
Yeah. My brother, I tell you, say
it's changed from then, Baba.
Change for where? I'm telling you that even people where you go see say supporting this government. I have friends in US. There are military guys supporting Tinubu. So people that you see supporting them, you just be shocked. You are so learned, you are supporting this madness. I was shocked. I said, because of what are they going to give to you people? Now I keep asking them. They're telling me it's not falling apart. I say it's not falling apart. I say until when?
Satobi, thank you so much. Let me take another call, right?
No worries.
Thanks.
Let me continue also. Thank you, sir.
You have a good one. Well, that's a brilliant, conversation there. If you ask me, where somebody it is not just talking from experience; it's also talking from family experience in all of this, right? And here, I think we have another caller. I believe here. Hello there.
Hello. Good evening, my.
Oh, good evening, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine. Love of God, Joyce.
Love of God.
Maiyegun, I don't tire. I don't tire. You know what I'm looking at here?
Tell us.
I think we should separate this country. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Let us say the truth. It's not going to work. I watched one video now because I didn't start with him from beginning.
Right.
I just watched one video on YouTube, and I saw this Igbo guy in Enugu State begging that the governor of Enugu should not break his house down. Should not demo. How do they call it? Demolish. Thank you, my brother. And I asked myself, this man, people, they run from Lagos to their own place again. For their own place again, then they break their property. So where are we safe? Where are we safe? Nigeria is a place that I'm asking myself. Oh God, talk. I don't know what to say. Oh, I don't know what to say about Nigeria. Nigeria gives me sleepless nights.
I'm so sorry.
You cannot. I did a business with somebody just to help him. Just to help this gentleman. This man took my money and run away. Just to help him. It's okay, do this for me so that when he start doing it, I can be using I can be okay
for himself. He ran away with everything.
I even trained him. I paid for him to do a course. Did I do wrong? You know what this guy told me? He said, "Stupid woman." When I was asking for my money, what is the things that he should do? He said, "Stupid woman, mad woman." That's what that boy calls me. So I became so tired, and I told myself, why am I worried about the government when even the people in the country, they are even worse? You can't trust anybody. You can't even trust your family. You just, if you want them to do something for you, you put your mind in your throat until that thing is done. What kind of a life are we living? What life are we living in a country? Is Nigeria when Jesus was crucified? Are we the one that did it? Are we the one? I want to ask people. Please, I'm begging everybody to answer me because I don't know this kind of. Because I don't know. Are we going to force ourselves to be together? We can't force ourselves to be together. We don't have the same culture. We don't have the same way that we think. Everybody has their own way. In the north, they have the way they think. And that north that you see, all of them are still not the same. Some people in the north, they behave differently from some other people. So how can you put all of us together because of say you are using us for your own business? If your life good or if you're not good, they don't mind. But someone decide to pack different tribe and join it together. And so, be a country. To live together, join us, whether you not like yourself, whether you not like yourself.
You don't like them, just stay together. They say, but we are not compatible. They say, shut up your mouth, stay together and stay married. For better, for worse.
Oh, now, even if we cannot tolerate each other, even if we cannot ourselves,
what do you kill yourself? See, anybody will remain. They will continue. What kind of relationship is that? Toxic.
I don't know. It's like when you marry a wife and every day you are beating the woman. The woman will carry clothes and run.
And we are not the woman run, no, the woman won't run, no. Everybody come gather, grab the woman, return her to the house again and say, stay there. How is that? That's exactly what they are doing to us. So. This is an abusive relationship. We want to break up.
We are begging anybody that is doing this thing. The North, people need to come out. They should come and let us sit down and talk this thing. Why are they running from sitting down? Why are they running from going for referendum? Why are they panicking? How can you be in another north and you have your oil well in another person's country? Another person, where I come from, that's my own country. And you come there to steal from me. And you say I should not talk? And you want it to be like that forever?
No, it's not.
It cannot be.
No.
It cannot be. No. You can't steal from people with koro eye. You can't go to your village. You people remember me, my village because of the oil there. My village people are not sleeping every day. You bring trailer, petrol trailer. They can't sleep in the morning.
My lady, thank you. You have actually carried us on an emotional roller coaster this evening. A lot of people are in the comments and they say, Maiyegun, please tell her that they are not demolishing that house again, so that at least if that will reduce how terrible you really feel with all of these happenings, okay? They said I should tell you.
Thank you.
The government of Enugu has decided not to demolish that guy's house anymore, ma. Okay?
Oh, I thank you, Father. Thank you. I thank
That's
you,
good
oh
better,
Lord.
isn't
Thank
it?
you.
Thank you, ma. So,
I feel so relieved.
at least, you know, it's not all bad that way. So, yeah, let's keep talking.
Yeah.
Keep talking, okay?
So,
And
like
hopefully,
what I want to say,
yes,
what I want to say, Maiyegun, I think what we should be doing now, instead of saying, oh, we want Tinubu to be there, we want Obi to be there, we want this, no, even if you put innocent man in this country, you know, for over 2 weeks I've been sitting down to study Nigeria constitution. It cannot work. I'm telling you, Maiyegun, when you got it, you have read it.
I have a copy of it on my desk here.
Thank you. When you read Nigeria constitution, you will get angry. You will get angry.
Absolute bollock. And they said, we the people. When did we sit together and discuss that thing? When did we the people?
Okay, let me take another
one. Yeah.
Yes, I'm coming quickly. If I can I ask you why?
All right. Yeah.
These people are not allowing us to sit down to do referendum. Why are they not? And let me ask Nigeria government if they can hear me. Why are they locking the Kanu all in the prison? Why are they keeping him there? What has he done? This man has the right to request that they want to leave the country. Right. You cannot hold people against what they want. Enough is enough. Nigeria government, people hear me. We want you to sit down with us so that everybody will know what they want to decide to do. For me and my people, we want to leave Nigeria. We are not happy there. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma. I love that.
Thank you.
You see, she is very, very clear. Okay. Apart from the fact that she stated her frustration about what Nigeria is doing to all of us. Okay. She's very clear with her demand. Can we all please go our separate ways where we can now? Why are you afraid to have this conversation? I've been asking these questions for the past 3 years. And I'm glad that somebody is also asking the same thing. Why are they afraid to even sit together, have a conversation around this contraption called Nigeria, and let everybody talk if they want to still be part of it or not? Now only there's not only bacteria. She not bacteria being a fungi, say the fear to live alone, and it would love to live off its host. Now I think I have a caller. Hello.
Hi, Uncle Maiyegun.
Hey, my lady. How are you tonight, ma'am?
Thank you for all you are doing, for the messages you are giving us, for the entertainment we are getting from it. God bless you.
Amen, ma'am. Thank you.
I just want to put a few points, if you can let me.
Absolutely, please. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah, I want to take it from the pastors. Some people spoke about the pastors. The pastors, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. All of us can, please.
The pastors of Nigeria have proven, many of them, not all of them, have proven that they are like the tick that is sucking people's blood. And it is not by force for you to go or belong to any church. Church is something you do voluntarily. You can stay home if the church is no longer helping you.
That's right.
You stay home and call on God. God will answer. For instance, somebody mentioned the pastor that is talking about, we all know who he is.
But that is telling you that your neighbor will beg you for food. That was, you know what people are saying about him now? They said, I think it's high time that he should retire. Don't you think? Like he should just kind of, you know.
He's one of those who did not allow TB Joshua to have peace of mind. He wanted to know who called TB Joshua, but he didn't tell us who called him. And I sent you a video on maybe you received it.
Is that WhatsApp, yeah?
I didn't do it. I just sent it on your phone number, the one this phone number I'm calling you from my own.
I didn't get that, but I'll check.
Okay. Where he was begging people to bring some millions to him.
Oh, where he was telling them about the kind of offering he wanted from them. Those who have 1 million, those who are with 5 million, raise up your hand. Come forward. I remember that video.
Nobody heard nobody, TB Joshua has a lot of support and people putting money in his ministry. But these are people from abroad who are, if every individual gives him one pound every month, he has millions of people. You know how much that would be. Because of the charity he was into and still into. He lived he lived like a poor man. He had nothing. He didn't show up for anything. He didn't have all these things other people are boasting for.
That's
he
right.
lived
He didn't have private jet, at least that I can attest, I think.
He lived in the small room he started from. He still lived in it until he died. Even though he built the house of God, he did everything for God, but people are happy criticizing a man. Listen, Maiyegun, I suffered leukemia that has killed so many people. All I did was to go there in 2012, and he prayed for me. And he prayed for me.
So you are a living witness and a living what do you call it, beneficiary of his miracle. That's incredible.
While I was in hospital 2 years ago, everybody thought it was over. My phone rang because I'm a partner. My phone rang, but the phone was switched off because my people are calling me too much while I was in the hospital. So I needed some peace of mind. So I switched off my phone. When I woke up, I saw that Nigerian number. So I called the number back. They said, oh, it was TB Joshua that was calling you. I said, oh my God.
Were you attending his church then, or it was just random?
I only go to church when I'm in Nigeria. I live here in Europe.
I know. I mean, were you attending his church? Probably you left them your number, or it was random.
No. If you're a partner, they have your details. Oh, but he didn't know. Nobody knew that I was in the hospital for 7 months. He just called me like that because he saw my condition. He called. Right. So I called the lady, whoever picked the phone back. I said, oh my God, can you tell him that I was sleeping? He should call me back. The lady said, don't worry, madam. He left a message for you. Maiyegun, TB Joshua is not an Igbo man. He's hated by the same Yorubas where he came from. It is after they told him, the lady said, madam, he left a message for you. Go to your distance and update your address. We will send the message for you. I called my daughter because I was in hospital, King's College Hospital. So I called my daughter. I said, please, they will send you, because then I was living with my daughter for her to take care of me. You get the hospital, so I cannot live alone. I should go to my daughter.
Yeah, like home care and all that stuff.
Yes. So I called her. I said, please, if you receive any message, please don't even come to hospital because he has a little baby. I said, they said you can spray that anointing water from the telephone, spray it to me online.
Right.
And I'm here believing God to receive healing, and I will receive it. They call it there's a way in name they call it. You don't have to
name for it, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my daughter now received it. She said, Mommy, I have received it. I was so happy. I said I couldn't stand, I couldn't walk. I went down to 60-something kilos where they thought I was passing out.
Yeah, like because leukemia is cancer of the blood anyway. So
yes,
my own was slowly too.
My own was cancer of the white blood cell.
Right.
Yeah. So my daughter now sprinkled that thing on her phone.
As she was talking to you.
Talking to me on video on iPhone. So I was received because my iPhone, my Bible always with me in the hospital. My iPhone, my iPad is also there playing Emmanuel TV. So that every prayer they are doing, I'll be laying my hand on it. This is a testimony to the glory of God. So my daughter was
listening right now, and I bet you a lot of them are just like that too. If you watch your screen right now, you will see me with like,
yes.
I was just like, oh my God, like keep going, ma'am, go on.
So my dear brother, even in that hospital, I noticed one day that the food that we are serving us was rubbish. So I couldn't eat the food any longer. So for weeks, I wasn't eating, but they were giving me medication, all kinds of medications. So until one doctor came in and started asking them to go to the restaurant and order, even if it is, this salad, mixed salad, right? Yeah. With what do you call it? A mixed vegetable and other things.
I know.
That at least I have something in my system.
Have something in the system, yeah.
I wasn't eating any longer. So, but immediately my daughter finished that spraying of the anointing water on the screen. And I was saying, amen. I said, just sprinkle it, because my daughter belongs to one of those who doubt.
Oh, okay, maybe somebody like me, but sometimes I am so glued to my screen right now, like I want to see what happened. Tell me, go on.
I said, you don't need to believe, I believe. Just sprinkle. So as she was sprinkling, I was praying. I was saying, Jesus, help me.
With faith.
God of Joshua, help me. As soon as my daughter finished, a few minutes after, I vomited in this hospital bowl.
Yeah.
Where
for you to urinate, the sick bowl.
Or to vomit. I pressed the bell, the nurses came. I vomited like 2 of that bowls. I vomited
from the empty stomach. Somehow, I mean, like you've not been eating anyway.
No, I've not been eating, and I'm not even drinking too.
There's something inside there.
I vomited so much. Wow. Then after that, I felt stronger. Wow. And I told the doctors, I want to go home. They said, no, we cannot discharge you. You are still in a bad condition. I said, I will go home. If you don't discharge me, I'll discharge myself.
I'll discharge myself.
So, in any case, I was discharged. A few days after that, my body started coming back. My body started coming back. I'm telling you, all these people talking nonsense, they have not had issues that will make them look for God. If your pastor cannot help you, then change your church. Because all these pastors who are castigating TB Joshua, and they are the ones formulating all these BBC things, all of them have nothing to do with God. Right. Are you getting me?
Loud and clear.
All of them. The same person, I don't want to mention the name. I went to his church before, when I was still sick. I was looking for, before I knew TB Joshua, I went to his church in Peckham Rye. You know where Peckham Rye is?
I do, ma'am. I do.
In London. I do tell you, my brother, the same church was all about TB Joshua. One woman dressed up, they say he was a mad woman. The woman is, what do you call it? Mami Water woman. The woman was saying that...
Water spirit.
She said that TB Joshua is number 2 in their cult. And
somebody who is acting like being delivered.
For churches who say they are churches of God, to act something against another man of God is evil.
I know. Anyway, my lady, because of our time,
I have not finished. Don't kick me off. So because
you know we use time.
Yeah. So then let's leave that. Let's leave that. Right. About people who want to do revolution.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I speak about that?
It's about timing, but of course, now that you want it, okay, I can't kick you out. So yeah, go on. It's all right. It's okay, ma'am. Go on.
And this revolution thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody is telling people at home to do revolution. Have you not seen people who acted as when Moses left Egypt? God spoke to him that he should come back and save his people. Then Joshua followed him to Egypt to bring his people back home.
That's right.
When they did Nigerian election, people came from all over the place.
That's right.
From overseas to Nigeria to vote whoever they wanted to vote for.
That's right.
So why can't the same people, manage themselves?
That will happen. Remember that in Nigeria, they have obedience, right? Those ones who
not
are like saying they don't want. Yeah, hang on. That's what I wanted to say is that they started it. You remember, they started it in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And a lot of people outside Nigeria who later became obedient themselves had to support them because they started something. You know, what they are saying is that if they expect somebody to come from abroad, right, and then declare revolution, it doesn't work that way. You get that?
Yeah, even from this your program,
yes,
they find a way to say all of us are heading to Nigeria. They can fly into Nigeria and change things. But telling the poor person in Nigeria who does not have food to eat to go and do revolution, they too don't want to die. So all these things, the people in Nigeria should do this. Why can't the action start from Europe? Start from diaspora?
Like get off from here. Anyway, I'm going to need to take one. I'm going to need to call it.
Thank you for listening to me. I hope that I didn't talk nonsense.
No, you didn't. You spoke your mind. One thing about this platform yourself, you do know now, right? The people don't have to agree with you. One thing is that they just have to listen to you. You get that? So
Yeah,
and they
don't
have
to agree with you.
whether they wanted or not, okay? Or they agree or not as well, right? They heard you. And thank you very much, ma'am. All right, as
Thank
always.
you so much. God
you have a
bless
good
you.
one, okay? Yeah. I kind of love that. You see, Princess was trying to out me there. I told you. See, I've got 2 hours to talk. That's a privilege. I speak for 2 hours, uninterrupted. All of you just sit down there and listen. Even if I'm talking rubbish, like to some people, they say, it's just talking rubbish. But they won't leave. They still sit there and they listen to it so that they can tell me I'm talking nonsense. So after 2 hours, right, if you call in, listen, if you call in and you begin to try to convince me, look, you are trying to convince me that Nami no understand Tifnumbu. Let me tell you something, Maiyegun. I will agree with you. So what's the point? You are not meant to be too uncomfortable. It's just like when people kind of tell lies. That's why I'm like, no, don't push that. That's not true. Because I know if I allow that to pass, right, there are people that will believe and take them for what they say it is. You see, it's not only what I say here that people kind of believe, okay? Even what some of you say here too, when you call in, people believe them. Because they believe that if Maiyegun is not saying anything, that means that thing must be true. No, don't be like that. You have your opinion, okay? Everybody is responsible for what they say and believe. Do you understand, right? As I am, I speak my mind. I speak my mind. Even my last caller, she can call in and be like, Maiyegun, I disagree with you on that one. And she'll put her own position down. And I will agree with her. Because that is her making her own point, not me trying to prove any point to anybody. Remember? So in case if, but Princess was like, this Maiyegun is this, is that, because I was agreeing with our lady there. No, that's what I do. If you call me in and start telling me about Shekau, Shetima, I will spend the next 5, 6, or 10 minutes with you, agreeing with, even asking you questions like, really? Wow. But people like Princess knows that I may not believe any jack from what you said. Okay? I just have to let you feel comfortable enough to express yourself because it is your opinion and you should not, for any reason, stampeded or what do you call it, called out like that. But I think my time is up, even though we started late, right? But I always ensure that I make it up to us, okay? So it's good to be back. And thank you so much to every one of us who is here tonight, okay? This is the week. And I hope this is the week you have been waiting for, that news. I don't know what you are looking up to. I'm looking forward to this week. Well, as a Templar in the Temple of Truth, I always wish everyone the best. Usually, I always say, I wish you what you wish yourself. Because I know you won't really wish evil on yourself or wish yourself anything bad. Optimistic, ambitious, expectant, and then brightly hopeful. A lot of you have all of your dreams set out for you for this week. So, I don't know the news you are looking for or expecting. Okay? I just want to say to you that this is the week you will get that news and you will smile. I don't know about it, okay? I just thought I should say that because I think that's how they do it in Nigeria too. And I expect you to come back with Thanksgiving. Gio, Maiyegun, I was already praying for the fruit of the womb. When you said everything we have been praying for will happen to us this week, I don't get belle. Your prayer don't work. I say, yeah, praise the universe. Say praise. Say, Maiyegun, you won't believe it when you said all we desire, all the long-awaited news, good news and all that we have been hoping for on your health, on your job, on your business, in your work, yeah, in your family, in your this, in your that. This is your week, so that you can come back here and give me your own offering. I say, Maiyegun, I don't look for wife for the past 15 years. But I don't find wife now. Maiyegun, I don't look for a job because I don't want to say that because I just want you to know that I wish you what you wish yourself, the best that you deserve. So thank you for spending your evening with me. I will see you some other time. But remember, like the broadcast as you also sign out. Good night.
mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi number one.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi number one.
Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú.
Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi number one.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí.
Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí.
Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi number one.
Maiyegun Diary, Diary Politico.
Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi number one.
Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary, Nayibi number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin ti ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òkúra olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní bí wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.